A message of hope, healing, and unshakable faith. My beloved child, come closer for a moment and listen carefully. Set aside your worries, silence the noise around you, and allow your heart to become still. There is something I want you to hear today, something more important than the fears that have been troubling your mind and the burdens that have been weighing down your soul. I know you are tired. I know there are days when you smile in front of others while carrying silent battles within. I know there are nights when you lie awake, staring into the darkness, wondering how much longer you can keep going. I see the tears that no one else notices. I hear the prayers you whisper when you think no one is listening. But I am listening. I have always been listening. Before a single word leaves your lips, I already know what is in your heart. Before you cry out for help, I have already seen your pain. Before you ask for strength, I am already preparing it for you. You are not alone. You have never been alone. Even during the moments when you felt abandoned, when circumstances convinced you that I was far away, I remained beside you. My love for you has never weakened. My care for you has never diminished. My promises have never failed. I know that life has not always been easy for you. There have been seasons of disappointment, seasons of confusion, seasons when doors closed unexpectedly and dreams seemed to fade before your eyes. You have experienced rejection, betrayal, loss, and heartbreak. You have trusted people who failed you. You have invested your heart in situations that left you wounded. Sometimes you wonder why certain things happened. Sometimes you question why the road became so difficult. But hear me clearly. Nothing you have endured has escaped my notice. Every tear has been counted. Every struggle has been witnessed. Every painful chapter has been recorded in my heart. And even when you could not see it, I was working behind the scenes. I was protecting you from dangers you never knew existed. I was redirecting paths that would have led to destruction. I was preparing blessings that required patience before they could be received. Trust me. Not everything that feels like a setback is a defeat. Not every closed door is a punishment. Not every delay is a denial. Many times, what appears to be a disappointment is actually my protection. What seems like a loss is often my preparation. What feels like silence is frequently the moment when I am working most powerfully in your life. My child, I want you to understand how deeply you are loved. You are not merely another person in a crowded world. You are not forgotten. You are not insignificant. You are precious to me. Before you were born, I knew your name. Before you took your first breath, I had already prepared a purpose for your life. You were created intentionally. You were formed with care. You were designed with gifts, talents, and potential that no one else possesses in exactly the same way. The world may judge you according to your failures. People may define you by your mistakes. But I see beyond all of that. I see who you truly are. I see the person you are becoming. I see the courage hidden beneath your fears. I see the strength hidden beneath your weakness. I see the victory hidden within your current struggles. Never allow temporary circumstances to determine your eternal value. Your worth does not come from your achievements. Your worth does not come from your possessions. Your worth does not come from the approval of others. Your value comes from the simple truth that you are loved by me. And my love never changes. There may be moments when you feel unworthy. There may be days when guilt attempts to convince you that you have failed too many times. You may remember old mistakes and wonder whether they still define you. But I tell you today, stop carrying burdens that I have already forgiven. Stop allowing your past to imprison your future. Stop reliving battles that have already ended. You are not who you used to be. You are not defined by your worst moments. You are not chained to yesterday. I am a God of restoration. I am a God of mercy. I am a God of new beginnings. And when I look at you, I do not see a lost cause. I see a beloved child with a future full of possibility. Today I want you to lift your eyes. Look beyond your current circumstances. Look beyond the problems that seem so large. Look beyond the voices of fear and doubt. There is a bigger picture unfolding. The mountain standing before you is not greater than my power. The obstacle blocking your path is not stronger than my hand. The challenge that keeps you awake at night is not beyond my ability to resolve. I have moved mountains before. I have opened impossible doors before. I have transformed hopeless situations before. And I can do it again. Remember all the times I carried you through difficulties in the past. Remember the battles you thought would destroy you. Remember the moments when you believed there was no way forward. Yet here you are. Still standing. Still breathing. Still moving forward. That is not an accident. That is evidence of my faithfulness. You survived because I sustained you. You endured because I strengthened you. You continued because I never let go of your hand. My child, do not surrender to anxiety. Anxiety promises protection, but it steals peace. Fear promises preparation, but it drains strength. Worry convinces you that it is helping, but it often prevents you from seeing my provision. I do not want fear to rule your life. I want faith to guide your steps. Faith does not mean that challenges disappear immediately. Faith means trusting me even while the storm is still raging. Faith means believing that I am working even when you cannot see the evidence. Faith means choosing hope when despair seems easier. And that kind of faith has power. It changes hearts. It transforms minds. It opens doors. It creates possibilities where none seem to exist. I know that some days your heart feels exhausted. You have carried responsibilities that seem overwhelming. You have worried about your family. You have worried about finances. You have worried about your future. You have worried about people you love. You have tried to solve problems that feel larger than your own strength. But let me remind you of something. You were never meant to carry every burden alone. Give those burdens to me. Lay them at my feet. Release the weight that has been crushing your spirit. Let me carry what you cannot. Let me strengthen what feels weak. Let me heal what feels broken. When you come to me, you do not need perfect words. You do not need impressive prayers. You do not need religious performances. Come honestly. Come sincerely. Come exactly as you are. I delight in hearing your voice. I delight in your trust. I delight in your willingness to seek me. Even when your prayers consist only of tears, I understand. Even when your words fail, I understand. Even when all you can say is, "Help me," I understand. Nothing spoken from a sincere heart is ever ignored. Today I want you to begin your day differently. Instead of focusing on what is missing, focus on what has been given. Instead of counting problems, count blessings. Instead of dwelling on disappointments, remember victories. Gratitude has the power to transform your perspective. When you begin to recognize the blessings already surrounding you, hope begins to grow. The air in your lungs is a blessing. The people who love you are blessings. The opportunities ahead of you are blessings. Even the lessons hidden within your struggles can become blessings. There are miracles happening around you every day that you may have overlooked. Open your eyes and see them. Open your heart and receive them. Open your spirit and thank me for them. The grateful heart sees what the fearful heart misses. And gratitude prepares the soul for even greater blessings. My beloved child, there are dreams inside your heart that you have almost given up on. Dreams you no longer speak about. Dreams you no longer share. Dreams you quietly carry because disappointment has made you cautious. But I know those dreams. I placed many of them within you. Do not abandon them too quickly. Some dreams require patience. Some dreams require growth. Some dreams require preparation. But that does not mean they're dead. Trust my timing. Trust my wisdom. Trust the process I am guiding you through. The seeds I plant do not bloom overnight. Yet every day beneath the surface, unseen growth is taking place. In the same way, many things are happening in your life that you cannot yet see. Doors are being prepared. People are being positioned. Opportunities are developing. Answers are approaching. What seems delayed today may become your testimony tomorrow. Therefore, do not lose heart. Do not quit. Do not allow discouragement to convince you that nothing is changing. Much is changing. Even now. even in this very moment. And as you continue to walk with me, you will discover that my plans for you are far greater than your fears. My child, I am calling you into a new season. A season of deeper trust. A season of greater peace. A season of renewed strength. A season where your faith becomes stronger than your fear. You do not need to know every detail of the journey ahead. You only need to know the one who is leading you. And I am leading you. Step by step. Day by day. Moment by moment. Whenever you feel weak, remember that my strength is available to you. Whenever you feel lost, remember that my wisdom is available to you. Whenever you feel afraid, remember that my presence is with you. I am not ahead of you waiting. I am not behind you watching. I am beside you walking. And I will continue walking with you. No matter how difficult the road becomes. No matter how fierce the storm appears. No matter how uncertain the future may seem. My love remains constant. My promises remain true. My power remains sufficient. And my hand remains firmly upon your life. So lift your head. Take a deep breath. Stand up once again. The story is not over. Your best days are not behind you. Your purpose is still alive. Your future is still being written. And the victory I have prepared for you is greater than you can currently imagine. Trust me. Believe me. Walk with me. For I love you more deeply than words can express. And I am leading you toward a future filled with hope, healing, peace, and purpose. And I will never leave your side. Gratitude, divine transformation, breaking chains, walking in victory, purpose, miracles, and God's final blessing. My beloved child, as you continue this journey with me, I want you to understand a truth that has the power to transform your entire life. Gratitude opens doors that complaining can never open. When your eyes focus only on what is missing, your heart becomes heavy. When your thoughts dwell only on what has gone wrong, discouragement begins to grow. But when you intentionally recognize my goodness, even in difficult seasons, your spirit becomes stronger. I know there are days when gratitude feels difficult. I know there are moments when life seems unfair. I know there are circumstances you would change immediately if you had the power. Yet even now, there are blessings surrounding you. Some blessings are obvious. Others are hidden. Some blessings arrived as gifts. Others arrived disguised as lessons. Many of the greatest victories in your life were born from seasons you once prayed to escape. The pain you endured taught you wisdom. The struggles you faced developed your strength. The disappointments you survived deepened your faith. What once seemed like a burden became preparation. What once seemed like punishment became growth. What once appeared to be an ending became a new beginning. That is why I ask you today to lift your eyes and remember. Remember how many times you have been protected. Remember how many times you have been provided for. Remember how many times I carried you through situations that should have broken you. You are still here because my grace has sustained you. You are still standing because my hand has upheld you. You are still moving forward because my love has never failed. Let gratitude become your daily habit. Thank me when the skies are clear. Thank me when storms appear. Thank me when doors open. Thank me when you must wait. Thank me for victories. Thank me for lessons. Thank me for the life that flows through your veins this very moment. A grateful heart becomes fertile ground for miracles. And I desire to perform miracles in your life. My child, I know that some chains have followed you for many years. Chains of fear. Chains of insecurity. Chains of regret. Chains of self-doubt. Chains formed by painful experiences. Chains created by words spoken over you by people who did not understand your worth. Some of these chains have become so familiar that you no longer recognize them as chains. You have carried them for so long that they feel normal. But they were never meant to be part of your identity. You were not created to live imprisoned by fear. You were not created to live under the shadow of shame. You were not created to spend your days believing you were less than what I created you to be. Today I want you to hear my voice clearly. You are free. You are loved. You are chosen. You are valuable. You are not defined by your wounds. You are not defined by your failures. You are not defined by your past. The labels others have placed upon you do not determine your destiny. The mistakes you made do not determine your future. The opinions of people do not define your worth. Only I have the authority to define who you are. And I call you my beloved child. Every chain that has attempted to hold you back must eventually surrender to the power of truth. The truth is stronger than fear. The truth is stronger than shame. The truth is stronger than anxiety. The truth is stronger than every lie that has tried to take root in your mind. Allow my truth to renew your thinking. Allow my promises to replace your doubts. Allow my love to heal what pain has damaged. Transformation begins inside the heart before it becomes visible in the world. Many people seek outward change while neglecting inward healing. But I work from the inside out. I heal hearts. I restore minds. I strengthen spirits. And when that transformation takes place within you, everything around you begins to change as well. My beloved child, I know there are times when loneliness visits your soul. Moments when you feel misunderstood. Moments when you wonder whether anyone truly sees what you are carrying. Moments when it seems as though everyone else is moving forward while you remain stuck. But listen carefully. You are never abandoned. You are never forgotten. You are never invisible to me. I know every detail of your life. I know your private struggles. I know the battles you never discuss. I know the sacrifices you have made. I know the dreams you protect in silence. And I know the courage it takes for you to continue moving forward despite everything you have endured. That courage does not go unnoticed. Your perseverance does not go unnoticed. Your faith does not go unnoticed. Every step you take in trust is precious to me. Even when progress feels slow. Even when answers seem delayed. Even when circumstances remain unclear. Keep walking. Keep believing. Keep trusting. Because what I have prepared for you is greater than what you have left behind. You are entering a season where I will reveal new dimensions of my faithfulness. Some blessings are already on their way. Some answers are already being arranged. Some doors are already beginning to open. The future may seem hidden from you, but it is not hidden from me. I see the entire path. I know every turn. I know every challenge. And I know every victory waiting ahead. That is why I ask you not to fear tomorrow. Fear gains power when you attempt to carry a future that was never meant to rest upon your shoulders. The future belongs in my hands. Your responsibility is not to control every outcome. Your responsibility is to trust me one day at a time. Walk faithfully today. Love faithfully today. Pray faithfully today. Believe faithfully today. And leave tomorrow in my care. My child, there are people who have wounded you. Some betrayed your trust. Some rejected your kindness. Some spoke words that left scars on your heart. And because of those experiences, you have sometimes built walls around your soul. You learned to protect yourself. You learned to hide your vulnerability. You learned to expect disappointment. But I do not want pain to become your permanent identity. I do not want bitterness to occupy the place where peace belongs. I do not want old wounds to prevent new blessings. Forgiveness is not approval of what happened. Forgiveness is freedom. Forgiveness breaks chains. Forgiveness releases burdens. Forgiveness allows healing to flow where resentment once lived. I know it is not always easy. I know some wounds run deep. But as you trust me, I will give you the strength to release what has been holding you captive. The freedom you seek is closer than you realize. My beloved child, you often underestimate what I can accomplish through your life. You compare yourself to others. You focus on your limitations. You notice your weaknesses more than your strengths. But I see far more. I see potential. I see purpose. I see influence. I see lives that will be touched because of your faithfulness. You were not created merely to survive. You were created to shine. You were created to inspire. You were created to bring hope into dark places. You were created to carry my love into a hurting world. The experiences that almost broke you are becoming part of your testimony. The battles you survived are becoming part of your strength. The lessons you learned are becoming tools that will help others. Nothing is wasted in my hands. Not your tears. Not your failures. Not your disappointments. Not your waiting. I can transform every chapter of your story into something beautiful. Trust me enough to believe that. My child, miracles are not limited by human possibilities. Miracles are not restricted by circumstances. Miracles are not controlled by statistics or probabilities. When I decide to move, impossible situations begin to change. I can restore what was lost. I can heal what was broken. I can provide where there was lack. I can create opportunities where none existed. I can bring peace into chaos. I can turn mourning into joy. I can transform weakness into strength. Never assume that your situation is beyond my reach. Never conclude that your story cannot change. Never believe that hope has disappeared. As long as I am with you, there is always hope. As long as I am with you, there is always a future. As long as I am with you, there is always a reason to keep moving forward. Sometimes the miracle arrives suddenly. Sometimes the miracle unfolds gradually. Sometimes the greatest miracle is not the change around you but the transformation within you. A heart filled with peace. A mind filled with faith. A spirit filled with courage. Those miracles often become the foundation for every other blessing that follows. My beloved child, I want you to stop measuring your life by temporary setbacks. You are not losing. You are learning. You are growing. You are becoming stronger. You are becoming wiser. You are becoming more prepared for the destiny ahead. The enemy wants you to focus on what is wrong. I want you to focus on what is possible. The enemy wants you to surrender. I want you to persevere. The enemy wants you to believe you are alone. I want you to remember that I am with you always. When fear whispers, answer with faith. When doubt appears, answer with truth. When anxiety rises, answer with trust. When discouragement comes, answer with hope. And when the world tells you to quit, remember my promises. You have come too far to give up now. You have survived too much to stop now. You have been carried through too many battles to surrender now. Your victory is closer than you think. My child, there is a future waiting for you that is filled with purpose. Not because life will become perfect. Not because challenges will disappear forever. But because you will learn to walk with confidence in my presence. You will discover that peace is not the absence of storms. Peace is the assurance that I am with you in every storm. You will discover that courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is moving forward despite fear because you trust me. You will discover that strength is not found in human ability alone. Strength comes from knowing that my power works through your weakness. And when you understand these truths, nothing will be able to stop the purpose I have placed within you. Now, my beloved child, receive this blessing. May your heart be filled with peace. May your mind be filled with clarity. May your soul be filled with hope. May your days be filled with purpose. May your nights be filled with rest. May your family be surrounded by protection. May your path be guided by wisdom. May your fears be replaced by faith. May your burdens be replaced by strength. May your tears be replaced by joy. May your confusion be replaced by understanding. May your waiting be rewarded. May your prayers be answered according to my perfect will. And may you never forget that you are deeply loved. When challenges come, remember my promises. When darkness appears, remember my light. When weakness arrives, remember my strength. When uncertainty arises, remember my faithfulness. I am your protector. I am your provider. I am your healer. I am your refuge. I am your peace. I am your hope. And I am with you every step of the journey. Lift your head. Take courage. Move forward. The story is not ending. A new chapter is beginning. Trust me. Walk with me. Believe me. For the best is yet to come. I love you. Always. Amen.